So what you're seeing here is the RC's Mural project, also known as the Park and University Mural project, and this is a concept that started a long time ago. I took it to the desk of the museum and said, hey, is this something that you can do and we can collaborate on maybe? And the museum's like, yes, we'll do it for the residency. I'm like, okay, cool. This is the largest mural that we've done here in Riverside. I believe it's 20 feet tall and around 70 feet across. Not only is it amazing because how massive it is, but it's also amazing because how diverse it is in terms of even techniques and where these people come from. 3 from the neighborhood and 3 from the regional artists, and we all came together with our own techniques.
We wanted to incorporate portraits or images of people who live here in Riverside, and especially people who live here in the neighborhood. We ended up deciding on doing the eyes because, especially now, that's like the one part of people that you see and that you kind of get to connect with people through their eyes.
The quarantine taught me how crucial and important it is to have art in your neighborhood, you know? It's like a museum that never closes, you know? Like even during quarantine, people stroll, they walk. You might have a bad day, but you go for a walk and you see some art in your own community. Like that's major.
The community has responded very well. A day doesn't go by without like people commenting and wanting to stop us and saying, you know what, thank you for what you're doing for our community.
Anything that has to do with community, especially when it's culture, I'm there, my family's there. I want my children to see our culture in the community.
It's going to show the community pride that we have here. It's going to show the talent we have in the city of Riverside. And it's another description of why I love Riverside and why I appreciate all that RAM does.
What the projects do and the murals do is really tell the story about who the community is. And you're going to see a very diverse group of artists, but at the same time, all of them speak to who we are as a community, and is an excellent example of what Riverside Art Museum has done in our community. They have been just wonderful in bringing together people and sharing and engaging them throughout this entire process.
We just opened it up on social media.
I saw it on Instagram actually. I saw RAM was looking and it was an open call. I'm like, I gotta apply.
We had around 70 applicants, people from all over the region. And between RAM, we curated the top 12. We brought the top 12 artists to the community and they chose the top 6.
And I'm so grateful.
We actually had conversations about what recently was happening in the Eastside. And then from there, these themes came out, which was unity, family celebration, celebrating multicultural diversity, and peace.
Those key words and elements is what inspired this piece. I tried to put a little bit of my own culture into the piece as well, because it's a very mixed area of people. I was really feeling connected to the area, honestly, while I was working because of where we are. The university is really busy, so the community would come out and honk for support. They saw every step of it and had my back the whole way. So the love from the area is what's reflected mostly in this piece.
And especially like having a mother figure, they're very inspirational and they're like our biggest teacher, and that's the first person that raises us and shows us love and compassion and just wants us to be happy. So that's what I really wanted to paint, a mother and child. And I got to meet Carla, we sat down, I got to learn more about her and her life. She is from Riverside. She was originally from Mexico and she moved here when she was very young. And she had a kid, so she's been in the Army. She's done a lot of things, so I really like to sit down and hear people's stories just because that really inspires me.
I think it's awesome. I think it beautifies the whole entrance to the whole east side of Riverside.
You know, we've always gone to the art museum and supported different things there too. But to see it here in the actual community, like my godparents are right here down the street, it's just so significant. It makes me really excited and happy for, you know, things that are to come.
You know, the east side is going through a lot of different changes and a lot of good, wonderful changes. And so this mural is just about the positive kind of elements and bringing those to the surface and interjecting them in the artwork that kind of represents the community.
Being a Riverside native, you know, I'd have to go to LA and to see that type of art. And when the mother with the child, that's always something, you know, it's a brown woman with her baby, you know, and it's beautiful. And seeing these images to make us feel like included in our community, right? Like, oh, that looks like me and my mom, or that looks like me, you know.
I think if people in the community are represented, then they feel, again, part of the community, they're invested in the community, and people tend to give back into the community when they feel that they are important.
The coolest part, which happened today, was a young girl comes back to the store that they were visiting this last Saturday when we were doing the photo shoots for the eyes, and they were able to recognize themselves in that mural, and just the happiness in their face knowing that, hey, my eyes are in this big project, it just kind of just puts the cherry on top of why we do what we do.